Have you ever wondered how each morning can become a powerful declaration of how you will live the new day? Before the world pulls you into countless questions and distractions, take a moment right now to shape your own direction. This is not just a routine, but a ritual, a way to show respect for yourself. Listen closely. Every morning is an opportunity to start anew and deeply feel gratitude. Look around you. Feel the breath filling your lungs, the strong beating of your heart, and the vitality in your body. You woke up today, and that alone is a gift. Do not take it for granted. Set a clear goal for yourself. What will you accomplish today? This is not about proving something to others, but about feeling a sense of fulfillment within yourself. This is your time to define meaning and purpose, so you act, rather than allowing the day to define you. As the philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." So, begin your day with focus, gratitude, and purpose. This is how you take the lead in your own life. In this video, we'll explore how Stoic philosophy can serve as a compass to help you live fully and peacefully every single day. 1. Set clear goals and intentions. Every morning is a precious opportunity to start over, to do better than yesterday, and to move closer to the person you want to become. However, modern life is filled with distractions, making it easy to lose your way without a clear goal or intention to guide you. Setting intentions each morning is not just about identifying what you want to achieve, but also about actively taking control of your mind, energy, and direction. Imagine you are steering a boat in the middle of the ocean. Without a rudder or a map, your boat will drift aimlessly with the waves. Intentions serve as that rudder. They help you navigate life, overcome the turbulent waves of challenges, and stay on course even when caught in the chaos of daily troubles. The philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This statement emphasizes that you can steer your path through clear intentions rather than letting life pull you in unwanted directions. Start each day by asking yourself, what do I want to achieve today? And why is it important? Setting intentions doesn't need to be complicated or overly ambitious. What matters is that they are specific, focused, and meaningful. For instance, instead of saying, "I want to have a good day," say, "I will listen sincerely when speaking with my loved ones." Small but meaningful intentions like this can lead to significant changes in your daily life. Imagine a simple scenario. In the morning, you're preparing to take a walk in the park. Instead of aimlessly wandering, set a specific intention. "I will use this time to connect with nature, breathe deeply, and relax my mind." Your morning becomes more than just an ordinary exercise routine. It transforms into an emotionally fulfilling experience that helps recharge your energy. Small acts like this shape a more complete and meaningful day. Once you've set an intention, discipline becomes the tool that helps you stay consistent and turn your intentions into reality. Not every day will you feel full of energy, but maintaining your commitment to yourself is how you build mental strength. Discipline is not a burden, it's a gift that frees you from distractions. Each time you fulfill a small intention, You not only take a step closer to your goals, but also reinforce your self-respect and confidence. A practical example of the power of intention combined with discipline lies in how you interact with your family. Set an intention. I will spend 30 minutes each day listening to my children or partner without judgment. By consistently practicing this, you not only build a lasting relationship, but also learn to appreciate the simple yet profound aspects of life. A clear intention each morning marks the beginning of a meaningful day. It doesn't have to be perfect, but with patience and commitment to yourself, you'll realize that each day is a step forward on your long-term journey. As Seneca said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Let your intentions help you make the most of your time and live a memorable life. Wake up every morning with gratitude and a clear intention. By doing so, you will not only master your day, but also lay the foundation for a future filled with meaning. 2. The importance of discipline. On the contrary, discipline is a gift, an empowerment that allows us to become the best version of ourselves. It is like a silent yet powerful commitment between you and your ideal self, helping to turn lofty dreams into solid realities and invisible potential into tangible achievements. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." True freedom is not about doing whatever you want, but having the self-control to do what is best. Discipline is the bridge that connects where you are now to where you want to be. The world is full of promises and ideas, but only discipline can transform them into action. Imagine you want to start running to improve your health, but struggle to feel motivated to get up early in the morning. Discipline is what gets you out of bed, even when your body feels heavy and your mind whispers about comfort. At that moment, discipline is not just an action, it's a declaration of self-respect. I deserve health, strength, and a better life. More importantly, discipline doesn't rely on fleeting inspiration or temporary motivation. It is consistency and perseverance, a series of small, repeated actions each day that lead to significant changes. Like a water-eroding rock, small, disciplined steps create unstoppable strength over time. Take learning a musical instrument, such as the piano, for example. On the first day, your fingers might feel clumsy, and the sound you produce may be off-key. But if you practice for just 15 minutes every day, a year later, you could sit at the piano and create music that moves you. It isn't talent, but discipline that brings about such progress. Think of discipline as a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. At first, maintaining discipline may feel like lifting a heavy stone, challenging and burdensome. But little by little, this muscle grows, and it becomes easier. Over time, discipline ceases to feel like a monumental effort, and instead becomes a natural part of your life. The magic is that when you build discipline, you don't just achieve your goals, you find freedom. With discipline, you control your time, energy, and decisions. Passing emotions cannot dictate your actions. You are in charge. Still, there will be times when discipline feels like a burden, especially in the face of challenges. But remember, the pain of discipline is temporary, while the regret of not trying lasts forever. Consider someone striving to maintain a healthy physique. When faced with a tempting slice of cake, They may feel an inner struggle, but by resisting temptation, they not only protect their goals, but also feel a sense of pride in themselves. Discipline is not innate. It is cultivated daily, starting with the smallest actions like making your bed each morning, planning your day, or taking a few minutes to reflect. These seemingly minor acts gradually form habits that serve as the foundation for greater success. Most importantly, discipline doesn't just build habits. It shapes who you are. It creates a legacy, not just of what you achieve, but of how you live and inspire others. Ask yourself, what do you want to leave behind in this life? If the answer truly matters, discipline is the key to getting there. It is the guiding light that keeps you from losing your way amid distractions and temptations, ensuring that every day becomes a step closer to the most extraordinary version of yourself. 3. Focus on service. Stoic philosophy advises that satisfaction does not come from what we accumulate for ourselves, but from the impact we create on those around us. As Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest voices of Stoicism, reminded us, what we do now echoes in eternity. Therefore, service is not just a responsibility. It is a way to transcend our limitations and become part of something greater. At the core of service lies the philosophy that the true purpose of life is found in giving. When we serve others, we move beyond the narrow confines of self-interest and connect with a shared purpose. This sense of connection enriches our lives in ways no material possessions or short-term achievement can provide. Think about the ripple effect of a kind word, a genuine smile, or a moment spent listening to someone in distress. These seemingly small gestures can change someone's day or even their life, while nurturing in us a sense of meaning and gratitude. A powerful example of this principle is the story of Anthony Ray Hinton, a man who spent nearly 30 years on death row for a crime he did not commit. Instead of succumbing to despair, Hinton chose to serve those around him. He befriended fellow inmates, bringing them hope and laughter in the darkest circumstances. His kindness and strength uplifted others, even as he faced immense injustice until the moment he was exonerated. His story demonstrates that even in the harshest conditions, choosing to serve can open a path to meaning and resilience. Serving others does not diminish us. On the contrary, it enriches us. By focusing on the needs of others, we cultivate humility and gratitude. Service teaches us that hardships are not obstacles to happiness, but opportunities to grow stronger in order to help others more effectively. When facing challenges, Stoicism encourages us to ask, how can this experience help me serve others better? This shift in mindset not only enables us to face adversity with calm, but also strengthens the bonds that connect us to our communities. Incorporating service into daily life does not require grand gestures. Start small, listen more than you speak, offer help without waiting to be asked, or share your knowledge to benefit others. These small acts can create a ripple effect far greater than we imagine. Consider the change we could make if everyone committed to just one act of kindness each day. True greatness is not measured by the wealth we amass or the titles we achieve, but by the number of lives we touch and uplift. By focusing on service, we align with the natural essence of humanity, connection, purpose, and love. Through serving others, we affirm our bond with humanity and discover that joy and fulfillment do not arise from selfish pursuits, but from shared human experiences. How can you incorporate the spirit of service into your daily life? Have you ever experienced a moment where serving others brought unexpected joy or meaning? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear how service has shaped your journey. Together, let's create a world where kindness and meaning are ever present. 4. Practice humility. Humility is not a sign of weakness, but a profound acknowledgement of strength. It is the recognition that our achievements and talents are not merely for boasting, but are gifts to be shared with the world. In Stoic philosophy, humility serves as the foundation of wisdom and self-mastery, guiding us to live with grace and authenticity. Humility opens doors to learning and growth, teaching us that no one can hold all the answers. It helps us approach every experience with curiosity and appreciation, seeking lessons in every encounter. A humble person understands that the path to excellence lies in being a lifelong student of life. Humility keeps us grounded and focused, ensuring that success does not inflate our ego, and failure does not diminish our self-worth. Take, for example, the story of Jim Collins, author of Good to Great. Collins recounts that the most impactful leaders he studied exhibited Level 5 leadership, a blend of fierce professional will and personal humility. These leaders attributed their success to their teams, circumstances, and sometimes sheer luck, rather than their individual brilliance. Their humility not only earned respect, but also fostered loyalty, trust, and collaboration, creating legacies that extended far beyond their leadership tenure. Humility is the cornerstone of genuine relationships. When we set aside our ego and truly listen, we connect with others on a deeper level. In interactions marked by humility, respect replaces arrogance, and authenticity prevails over pretense. Such connections form the bedrock of sustainable communities and networks based on mutual understanding and support. Conversely, arrogance isolates us, breeds resentment, and erects barriers to communication. Humility allows us to see the value in others, enriching the lives of everyone involved. Humility is particularly crucial in how we handle success and failure. It reminds us to appreciate our beginnings and those who have helped us along the way. Every success is built on the foundation of others' sacrifices, guidance, and opportunities. Similarly, humility helps us face criticism and failure with resilience. Instead of viewing mistakes as personal shortcomings, we can see them as opportunities for self-improvement. As Seneca famously said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." The humble dare to grow, understanding that stumbling is part of the journey. Humility naturally cultivates gratitude, enabling us to recognize and cherish the blessings in life, big or small. Through the lens of gratitude, we feel inspired to contribute, share, and uplift others. True humility does not require us to hide our light. Rather, it allows that light to shine brighter, radiating warmth and positivity into the world. The truly humble do not seek recognition through comparison or competition. They find fulfillment in sincerity, kindness, and integrity. When we practice humility, we nurture a quiet strength that transforms how we face life's challenges and achievements. Yet, humility is not a standalone virtue. It is part of the resilient framework championed by Stoic philosophy. In the next section, we will delve into the theme of facing fear, exploring how Stoic philosophers confronted their deepest anxieties and turned fear into a driving force for growth. How can fear become an ally rather than an enemy? Stay tuned to uncover the answers and unlock a new layer of Stoic wisdom. 5. Face your fears. Fear, while a natural instinct of humanity, is the greatest barrier between you and the life you desire. Facing your fears is not merely an act, but a declaration of mastery, affirming that you are not a victim of circumstances. When you are afraid, the world around you gradually shrinks. Fear becomes the ruler, making you doubt yourself, holding back your potential, and trapping you in a cycle of negative thoughts. But if you muster the courage to step through it, you'll find that on the other side of fear lies a life of freedom, boldness, and meaning. Let's start with a fundamental truth. Fear is a part of survival instinct. It alerts us to potential dangers. However, most fears in modern life don't arise from real threats, but from stories created by the mind. Have you ever worried about a presentation, feared being judged or failing, only to later realize that nothing terrible actually happened? That is the power of doubt and uncertainty, forces that nurture fear. Try stepping back and reflecting. Do the things you fear genuinely threaten your life, or are they just distorted imaginings? By rewriting those narratives, you lay the first foundation for overcoming them. Fear is often not as big as you think. When you face it directly and analyze it, you'll see that fear is largely the result of exaggeration. For example, if you're afraid of water and avoid swimming, it doesn't mean you can't learn. It's merely a psychological barrier formed from an unpleasant event in the past. But what happens if you decide to learn to swim? At first, it may feel difficult, but with small steps, you will conquer the fear. Even in the worst-case scenario, you can rely on the support and experience of those around you to get through. Another practical example. You fear heights. Imagine standing on the edge of a small cliff, the wind brushing against your skin. Your heart pounds and your body stiffens. But instead of turning back, you focus on your breath and take small steps forward. A magical moment occurs. You reach the summit and realize that fear was merely a passing breeze. That moment is not just about conquering the height, but also about conquering yourself. Interestingly, fear always holds the potential for growth. Everything worthwhile, from personal transformation and development to achieving dreams, lies on the other side of fear. When you confront your fears, you expand your comfort zone, unlock hidden capabilities, and develop inner strength. An artist afraid of the stage but decides to perform, or a young person daring to leave their comfort zone to pursue a passion, are both doing the same thing, moving closer to their best version of themselves. Facing fear does not mean being fearless, but acting despite the fear. With every step you take forward, your confidence grows. Like climbing a mountain, each step takes you higher, and the view becomes clearer. More importantly, when you act, you realize that fear is not your enemy, but a compass pointing you toward what matters most: your dreams, love, or freedom. Start with small actions. If you fear speaking in public, try talking to a stranger. If you're afraid of change, begin with small shifts in your daily habits. And don't hesitate to seek support from friends or mentors. They can be invaluable sources of motivation to help you overcome. Fear is not something to be entirely eradicated, but a teacher and guide. When you face fear, you not only push past your limits, but also discover a new, stronger version of yourself. So don't let fear control you. Take that step forward, for on the other side of fear lies freedom and a fuller, richer life. 6. Faith in yourself. Self-confidence is an essential foundation for achieving all your goals and aspirations in life. When you believe in your own abilities, you not only act with confidence, but are also ready to face challenges, risks, and even failure. This belief serves as a powerful motivation, helping you walk the path of growth and self-improvement. It's not always easy to maintain self-belief, but persistence and determination are the key factors that will help you overcome any difficulties. The intrinsic value of each person does not depend on achievements or external recognition. You are good enough and worthy right now, even if you haven't achieved great accomplishments yet. Your value doesn't lie in external factors, but in self-awareness and self-respect. You are the one who defines your worth, and this must come from a deep understanding of yourself. However, on the journey to build self-confidence, you will inevitably face challenges and failures. What matters is not avoiding difficulties, but how you face and learn from them. Every time you stumble, you not only rise again, but carry with you valuable lessons. Persistence is the strength that helps you keep moving forward, despite the obstacles ahead. Doubt and fear are natural emotions when you embark on a new journey. However, self-belief helps you overcome these feelings. Only when you believe in yourself can you see the opportunities within each difficulty and learn to grow from mistakes. Accepting failure and being willing to learn is the key to continuous growth. Take inspiration from successful people in history. These individuals did not always rely solely on talent or luck, but on strong self-belief. They had to overcome many challenges and make mistakes, but they didn't let these failures define them. For example, Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." It was his belief in his own abilities that helped him not give up and ultimately achieve great success. Perseverance in self-belief is essential. This is not a one-time decision, but an action that must be maintained every day. Self-awareness and self-acceptance are the key elements that prevent you from feeling deficient or defeated, and instead, you will find completion in every small step. Therefore, trust in yourself, embrace the challenges, and always view yourself with love and respect. Do not let doubt and failure bring you down. Remember, every day you live is an opportunity to strengthen your belief in your own abilities. And when you begin to understand the power of self-belief, you will realize that challenges are not enemies, but companions. They help you grow, improve, and move forward with greater confidence. But are you ready to live fully in each present moment? Or will you continue to worry about things that haven't happened yet? The next story will take you on a journey of discovery, where you will learn to master your precious moments. 7. Live fully in the present. We are often swept up in the flow of the past or worry about what might happen in the future, forgetting one important thing: the present. The truth is, life is nowhere else but in the moments right now. To live a full and meaningful life, we need to learn how to live fully in the moment. It is an art, a method that helps us reconnect with ourselves and what truly matters, instead of getting caught up in anxious thoughts or reminiscing about things that cannot be changed. Living in the moment brings a profound connection to life. When we truly pay attention to every detail around us, from the soft light of the morning to the simple conversations with loved ones, we realize that life is not just about the goals or achievements we pursue. It is in these moments, when we are truly present with ourselves and the world around us, that we experience fulfillment. This is like realizing the beauty of small things that might have been overlooked before: gentle smiles, trivial stories, or simply the feeling of peace when we breathe. An example of living fully in the present moment can be seen in one of the prominent figures in history, Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher. In his diary, he often emphasized the importance of living in the moment. He understood that, as a leader, the pressure and anxiety about the future were ever present. However, he always tried to stay calm, manage his emotions, and respond to each situation as it arose, rather than being swept up in predictions about an uncertain future. When facing important decisions, Marcus Aurelius did not let thoughts beyond the present influence him, but focused on the actions he could take at that moment. His ability to maintain inner peace is a clear testament to the power of living in the present, which not only helped him overcome challenges, but also maintained his dignity and inner strength. Living in the moment also helps us deal with challenges more effectively. When we are not burdened by the pressure of what might happen in the future or preoccupied with the past, we can handle the present situation calmly and wisely. In fact, in every challenge, the only thing we can control is our response, and if we keep a steady mind, any difficulty can become easier. When living in the moment, we also find it easier to build and maintain meaningful relationships. Being present in each interaction is not just about listening, but about giving full attention. When you truly listen and understand the other person, that is how you show respect and love for them. This is how real relationships are nurtured and developed. Living in the present is also a way to reduce anxiety and stress. We cannot change the past, and the future remains an unknown. So, why should we let our minds be troubled by things we cannot control? By focusing on what is happening right now, we can maintain peace and minimize feelings of unease. Ultimately, life is not just about goals and destinations. Happiness is not an endpoint, but a journey. Truly living fully in the moment is not only about achieving goals, but also about enjoying every step of the journey. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Remember that each moment is an opportunity for us to live fully, to experience joy in every breath, and to build a life that we truly desire. 8. Say positive words. Every morning when you wake up and face the first light of a new day, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? The worries about the challenges ahead, or gratitude for the opportunity to live another day? Life is not always easy, but what matters is how we face it. One of the most powerful ways to control your mood and aim for peace is by using positive words. Positive words are not just flowery phrases or empty encouragements. They are real powers that can change how you perceive the world and yourself. When you start each day with encouraging words, you not only create a space full of potential and growth for yourself, but also spread it to those around you. Positive words are seeds that will sprout in your soul, helping you face life more strongly and confidently. Don't forget that positive words do not mean ignoring difficulties. Being positive is not about disregarding challenges or failures. On the contrary, it is the ability to see opportunities in hardship, to see the light at the end of the tunnel. When you speak about good things, you focus on what's possible, on what you can control, and learn from failures. This is the mindset of a Stoic. Everything may happen, but I have the power to choose how I respond. For example, in everyday life, the words you use to converse with yourself can make a huge difference. If instead of telling yourself, "I can't," or "it's too late," you begin saying, "I can learn from this," or "this is an opportunity to grow," you will immediately notice a change in your mood and energy. When you speak positive words, you not only strengthen your belief in overcoming challenges, but also create a supportive environment filled with love and connection. A great example of the power of positive words is the famous writer J.K. Rowling, the creator of the Harry Potter world. Before achieving major success, she faced countless failures. But instead of allowing those failures to define her life, she chose to view them as stepping stones from which to learn. In her most difficult times, she told herself, "What doesn't kill me makes me stronger." And that positive phrase helped her overcome every challenge to finally achieve success. Positive words not only affect yourself, but also have a strong impact on the relationships around you. When you encourage, respect, and show care for others, you not only make them feel better, but also build a lasting relationship of mutual support. We can all change our lives and the lives of those around us by changing our language and mindset. Therefore, every morning, take a moment to speak positive words, not only to yourself, but also to those you love. Instead of thinking about the challenges ahead, say, "I can overcome this. I can learn. I can grow." You'll realize that it's not just the outside world that changes, but your stronger spirit and heart will also change. The final piece of advice is that positivity is not about pretending everything is perfect, but about recognizing challenges and growing from them with a strong and optimistic mindset. Let each morning begin with positive words, because they are the key to creating a life that is not only full of hope, but also full of meaning. Please share the positive words you use each morning in the comments below, and let us know how they've changed your life. 9. Ponder your dreams. Every morning, before facing the challenges of the new day, take a moment to reflect on your own dream. A dream is not just a vague image in your mind. It is a reflection of the deep values in your heart. It is the source of motivation, the passion that helps you define your goals and path in life. If you truly want to live fully, you need to understand and visualize your dream clearly, strongly, and decisively. Imagine that your dream has already come true and feel the success and happiness you will achieve. When you do this, you will realize that it's not just the final goal that matters, but the journey toward it that gives life its true value. A dream is both a roadmap and a challenge to help you unleash your full potential. It requires courage to face your fears, to believe in something greater than yourself, and to step into unexplored territory. Therefore, a dream is not something vague or easy. It demands action, commitment, and perseverance. The first steps may involve many challenges, and you will face doubts, failure, and even loneliness. But when you look back, you'll see that those difficulties were the most valuable lessons on the path toward your dream. Your dream reflects what matters most to you, your core values, passions, and aspirations that you feel you were born to fulfill. That is why reflecting on your dream each morning is an opportunity to reconnect with your why in life. It's a question you need to answer for yourself. Why do I dream of this? Once you understand the deeper reasons behind your dream, you will become more steadfast and persistent in your journey. Another example of persistence in pursuing a dream can be seen in the story of a young artist who never stopped painting despite facing numerous hardships. She began her artistic career by painting simple pictures, but received little attention from the public. After many years of effort, her work still went unappreciated. However, she never gave up on her dream of becoming a famous painter. She continued to explore, learn, and create. Each time she was rejected, she saw it as an opportunity to improve and refine her skills. Eventually, her unique paintings attracted the attention of art collectors and critics. Her dream was not just to create beautiful artworks, but also to convey deep messages and emotions through each piece, changing the way others perceive art and explore themselves. Throughout the journey of pursuing a dream, it is essential to reassess and adjust your dream. Life is always changing, and your dream can evolve over time. This does not mean you must abandon your initial dream, but you need to ensure that it still aligns with your current values. The journey toward your dream is not always straightforward, but it is the steps, challenges, and small victories along the way that contribute to growth and the true value of the dream. Finally, reflecting on your dream every morning not only helps you reshape your goals, but also helps you maintain gratitude for the progress you have made. Remember, a dream is not just a destination, but the process you go through every day. Live fully with every moment of that journey. So together, we discovered the power of Stoic philosophy and how to apply it every morning. A silent look, self-control, and equanimity in all situations are the keys to helping us maintain inner peace and self-esteem. Remember, every morning when you wake up, you have the right to choose your attitude, and Stoicism will be the ideal companion on that journey. So, what do you think about applying Stoicism to your life every day? How does it feel to start your day with such calm and control? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you find this video useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next motivational content. Thank you for watching, Continue to explore Stoic lessons with us in the next video.